All I need is a black car. Go over there.
I nominate
You
Rob.
picked your car.
So you telling me you want to take my baby and turn it into a cop car?
On the door, I'm gonna vinyl wrap it and then put the heat wave over top.
Okay.
As soon as I heat the door, logo appears. I'm also gonna try to hide a little light bar to where you can barely see it. Everything will pop up.
Right on.
And then go totally back to normal. Is it just clips or what is it? Used to be clips. The worst part about stripping Rob's truck was he was standing there watching us.
And y'all know that that's an Escalade, right?
It's kind of like a surgery, Rob. I don't recommend you watch. Just wait in the waiting room and, you know, somebody will get you when she recovers.
I know what these guys do to cars.
Steve asked me to find a way to heat the doors. So a couple of different ways to heat the door.
Wait. Hold up right there. Did you say a way to heat the door?
Well, it's thermochromatic paint. We got to heat up the door so that we can get the color to change, right? So I told Steve, take a hot plate apart. I'll work that into the door. Kind of like work it out something similar to this.
We needed the heating element to change the physical temperature of the door. And I told Sam, go find an element. Find something that's going to heat up that space. He came up with a rather ingenious little idea.
Everything is finally coming together. They could use Heatwave, the paint that changes color when heated. They have a black car, and now they know how they're going to heat the exterior with a flip of a switch. So Steve knows that the Heatwave works, but the team only has 2 days to get the cop car ready. It's crunch time. They are down to 2 days, and they still have about a week's worth of work to do.
As soon as we can vinyl up the vehicle, get it looking like a police car, then I'm going to put heat wave over the top, turn it back to a black truck. The vinyl we're going to put on the side of the vehicle is a lot like a contact paper. It's got a really low-tack adhesive on the back, so it's easy to remove. I'm going to have the vinyl printed with all the logos on it, and I'm going to paint right over top of that. So we were on the truck till 3 in the morning, trying to get it right, trying to get a good match on the door. The issue at hand is the heat wave is a transparent black pigment, and I'm putting it over top of a white base in this case. So you're gonna get more of a gray than you would have if you were using a solid opaque black. We gotta put the heating elements inside the door. Then we're gonna mount up the elements, wire them all. We hit the switch, doors change color. Mike came down from Sound Off Signal and brought his wiring guys and his tech and hooked up all the lights and got it working and came up with an ingenious way to swivel the light bar and actually make it go from the length of the truck to sideways. While the light bar is mounted lengthways, it looks just like a satellite receiver on top of an SUV, so we smoked it out black and you hardly even notice it's there.
It's time for the Cloaking cop car to get battle tested.
Get a lot of tagging right over here?
All the time.
When Paint Misbehavin returns. Steve rushes back across town to check on the Cloaking cop car. Bad news.
Sam was extremely frustrated. He was blowing fuses, he was tripping breakers, he was trying to figure out how he could keep a constant power to heat all these heaters at the same time. He was a little frazzled when I showed up.
I didn't get a whole lot of time to get on the truck to start wiring because of wrapping it, painting it, and all the rest of the process. So by the time I got on it, that's when I realized we had a power issue.
Because I know I don't have enough heat to actually change this door.
That's when Steve decides to turn up the hot plates as high as they could go and tap into the car's heating system to circulate the air. If this doesn't work, well, they are quickly running out of options.
The door was actually 400 degrees, and we had smoke coming out of the inside of the door at one point.
And to make matters worse, Sean, Robert's hookup from the police department, would be at the shop in a matter of hours.
I haven't even had a chance to see this thing work. Sam tells me it's a slam dunk, but the fact is, the first time anybody's gonna see it is when he sees it.
Everything is down to the wire. By the time Sean shows up, the team still has no idea if they can pull this off. The team's big test could turn out to be a big bust.
Looks perfect. So what do you think? Looks pretty good, huh?
That looks great. It's amazing.
I say we go out and play with it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Shock some people.
Sean takes them to an area that he knows has a lot of tagging activity. The graffiti is so bad that the property owners have to repaint their walls almost every day.
Get a lot of tagging right over here.
All the time. All the time.
It's like an open canvas on both sides of the street.
Yeah, you can see up here where they painted over across the street.
Oh, yeah.
Look at those guys coming.
They don't even have a clue. Victims.
So they sneak up on them in mid-tag, a perfect moment to show them what the cloaking cop car can do.
Light them up.
Drop the spray can.
Figure if you're gonna have a car change into a marked patrol unit, what a better place to pull it off than the local donut shop.
It's one thing to impress Sean, but Steve wants to see how someone right up the street reacts.
This is some way out. The patrol car and the lights are gone and it's disappeared. They ready to take somebody to jail.
Today, when I saw the car transform from solid black to black and white, I almost didn't believe it. I wasn't sure that they could pull it off, but with the technology and the process that he applied to the car, it was overwhelming.
Hit the lights.
I think what Steve's done with this vehicle could definitely be a secret weapon for law enforcement. Did a great job.
Sean is certainly impressed, and he wants to include the cloaking cop car in his upcoming catalog. And the cop car of the future is now a reality.